Mikey, Buddha, and William Waffles.
I don't drink soda.
How long was it on? For like fucking 13 seconds?
Yeah.
So we're good now. Now it'll give us...
You're familiar with this part of the show where the camera turns off and then we have technical difficulties
I
throughout
see it every now and again.
Yeah, this is part of it. It
okay.
seems like a professional operation, but we're barely holding this
We
thing
worked
together.
through it. It's okay.
Oh, thank God you
like
brought an extra cable today for yourself.
I wasn't,
Well, this one's mine too from home. You have to bring your own
Yes.
cable if you want to talk.
Yeah. And then get that mic up a little bit closer, too. You want to
Yes.
do that.
You want to get...
You're familiar with the Joe Rogan experience?
I am. Yeah, he tells everybody.
Tells everybody to do it. So you got to do it. That's
I'm
my thing.
I'm lean in.
That's my callback.
I overdo it. I have my mouth on the microphone all day. And I sterilize this thing.
I speak fucking... I'm a soft speaker, so I need to be as close to this motherfucker.
Yeah, you got to
as I
be
can
even closer.
Yeah.
You know.
Tell.
All right, like right up on that.
I'm sorry I'm
We
loud.
could get a boom mic, too. We can get a boom
That'd be
mic.
cool.
We could do a lapel
See, I
mic
shouldn't have
on
done
your
that.
shirt.
And we got this
Now we
mic,
can
right?
disinfect this.
That mic's also recording,
So
too.
we could put it closer to Jesse.
I mean, yeah.
So we get
You
two.
can actually put this in your pocket if you want.
Actually put it under your shirt
It would look
and
nice.
have it pinned up, bent down like a little mic.
We'll duct tape it to you like a cop,
That's
and
fine.
like an undercover
I like it.
cop in a '90s movie. Are you
wearing a wire? No.
You got a fucking blue microphone underneath your shirt,
Or one of these ones that's clipped on your shirt. You know, like
That'd
a
be
little
cool.
one, like Churdley's is always wearing.
just big,
Just that big. Yeah, with like a clip on it.
and then just weighing down
It's
your
all
shirt,
yeah, your-
like Joe Exotic's eyebrow piercing.
Yeah. That'd be so fucking funny.
Welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah. Carefree's in the house.
What up?
And we are joined by Asissy,
Yes, sir.
aka Jesse. We've been calling him Jesse all day. That's your name, right, Jesse?
Yes, Jesse.
Is that all right if we reveal that? If we dox you
No, yeah, it's
immediately?
fine. Like, everybody knows.
His address is also...
So
Everybody knows, I guess, that too. I mean,
oh,
Yeah,
no.
there's that.
it's
Right.
fine. It's fine.
So we met you. I met you at one of the Central Coast Beat socials. That was in. Is that the name of it? Did I ruin it?
Are you sure?
Did I? But is that where I met you at?
No, I don't think so. I wasn't doing that one because
No?
Bobby introduced us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was who was that? That was Bobby Bin Fresh. That was his show. He threw that all together.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was he gathered some artists, Sweeter Than Pan Dulce.
Yeah,
Who
that's
else?
right.
Who else? The Kid. He got
Met her.
He got a bunch, Jay Banks. He got a bunch of people.
Okay, so that's what it was. It was a Bobby Bin Fresh show.
Yeah, he was. I think his album was coming out, and he was, or it came out, and then he was like, just promoting it. I'm not exactly sure, but
Yeah,
that's
I-
where we met.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. I thought I got it confused with the Central
I was
Coast
there.
Beat socials that you do, but that's where I met Bobby No Style coming in here with Leviticus the 9. He's been making beats with him and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And Bobby's a great guy,
Bobby's dope, dude. I love Bobby.
solid dude.
His birthday was the other day.
Oh, really? Well, happy birthday, Bobby.
Happy birthday to Bobby.
Bada boom.
Do you want to sing him happy birthday?
We should.
Like
we should.
Okay, 2, 3.
Happy birthday,
Styles.
birthday, yeah, happy birthday,
Bobby
That
Styles.
was terrible.
Bobby.
That's how we do it.
That was good.
That's
I
a
like
version.
Yeah, that was beautiful. We'll
You'll
loop
love-
that.
you'll love that.
We'll
We'll
loop
loop
that
it.
a few
We'll
times.
loop it.
We'll add a bunch
Swoop
of
it.
crazy zooms and like colors and shit.
We're so sorry, Bobby. He deserves better.
We're so sorry. Happy birthday,
he deserves
Bobby.
better. Happy birthday.
No, but Bobby's a great dude. He, was in here, we're, making beats, smoking, vibing out, and he was like, "Hey, I do these beat socials, I do these shows down here. You got to check out this kid. You got to check out this guy. This guy puts on these things." And it was you. This is the guy that he was talking about.
And it's strangely me, bro. Like, I wasn't even like, I didn't think it was gonna stumble into, like, it kind of snowballed into something. You know what I mean? Like, at first it was just a Facebook event. You know what I mean? Like, it was Beats and Pizza at first. It wasn't the Beat Social.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a couple pizzas, and I'm gonna get a bunch of producers, and fucking just get down. You know what I mean? And the homie, fuck, I'm spacing on his name right now. I'll remember it in a second. He came by. He had an SP, and it was just me and him getting down, like showing me his beats. I was showing him like my beats, and that was it.
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck, we need to do this next week. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. So I kept doing them, and it turned into a beat social where everyone just wanted to come, showcase their art, just vibe out with other artists,
Yeah.
It's a dope time. It really is.
Yeah, that's what I love about it, because we come from an era of hip hop where it was like a battle era. And everyone had the mentality of like, either your crew, if your crew doesn't make it, like if someone else makes it, you're not going to make it. They're going to take your spot. There's only so many local shows, and there's only so many spots. That's why me and him would originally beef. Right. Because his crew would get local shows and like go out at Pozo, and I'd be like, how come we can't ever do that? Why do they got that? And that would create this animosity and shit.
Also similar to like what you're doing now too. I used to do at Hoover's, and I would book all the local people around here at shows. I was 19 when I was doing that, dude. Damn. And I was making money. We were making money doing it. Yeah.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, and we would always try to put our friends on. Whenever we had a chance, we would try to get our friends on and try to get other local artists.
Yeah.
But
at the same time, everyone was like,
a lot of people were really standoffish. You don't hear people promote other people as much. People are always like, me. Right. And it's good that's what I immediately saw from you guys when I saw the Central Coast Beat Social page, and he told me, Bobby was like kind of telling me about it and like what happens there and how it's just a collection of producers vibing out, and someone will, lay down a drum, and then someone else will add some like keys to it. And it's just a jam sesh just with producers.
Basically.
And do you remember CK Midas that would play at Hoover's? He would just have a set with like a MPC, and he would just like play that shit up there.
Yeah. I remember that.
And it was sick. Like he would play like, in between sets. Yeah. It was dope.
And there was another dude that used to do all the cannabis events too, and his name started with like a P, I think. A P. And he would come out and he would do the fucking MPC, and that was his whole set. And there'd be like rappers and people coming out. Be him. So that's definitely a strong cornerstone of hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, the production and the break beats and vinyls, and that's why I connected with Bobby, because he's always bringing in vinyls and sampling old shit for his beats.
He's got an ear, bro. He's got a fucking ear. Yeah. I love it.
So that's what I noticed immediately, was that you guys had this like community where everyone is putting everybody else on. The way that he talks about you is the way that all you guys talk about everyone that you fuck with. The way that we're always hey, check out Roach Clip, check out Awesome Side,
That was the point of the social. Like, it wasn't, originally it was just for me and my friends. Like, Beats and Pizza was supposed to be me and my friends getting together and making music, because we weren't at the time. We were just getting together and just like hanging out, not really making music. And I wanted to redirect it to music, and so I made this event, and it was just supposed to be for us, really. And then people were interested, like, oh, can I come too? Can I, play some music? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, I want to see what you got. I'll show you what I got, and that's how it grew. And now it's fucking, we get at least like 50 people every time. And that's how it is. I put it out like, who wants to perform? Who can perform a set? Hit me up. Let's make something happen. Yeah. And that's how it goes.
And how long have you, now you're branded. Now you got, your logo and your beanie and shit. Like when did it take that step from being just a thing with your friends to becoming a serious thing?
It was the 4th Beats and Pizza. We did the first one at City Hall in Guadalupe. And no problem. It started raining on us, actually. So we had to like move, and there's a vlog of it. It's pretty funny.
All right.
But yeah. That was the second one, same place, but we got kicked out by the cops. We had to go to like a little pizza yard, basically, where the pizza shop is and where the parking lot is, and just play music there. After that, we did it at the crib, my house originally, the 3rd one, and I didn't really want to ask my in-laws just because they have a lot of rules. No smoking, no drinking. And
which is not ideal for a beat social.
Yes and no. I like how it kept it to the music, though. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like a place to come smoke or get all fucked up. Like, it was a place to showcase music.
Yeah.
And what's that word when you fucking connect with people? Network.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they were fine with it. They were like, yeah, do it here. If you can't do it anywhere else, do it here. And it fucking worked. The 3rd one where we did it at my house, Ryan have you heard of Ryan Rare Rodriguez? I think that's his last name. He's a singer, producer, guitarist, and he's a badass dude. I'll show you him after this.
Nice.
And
Ryan Rare Rodriguez.
yeah,
R.
R-A. He puts like dots. It's like R.A.
The Rugged Man.
R. Ooh, I've been listening to that album.
That All My Legends Are Dead.
Sorry, I had to. He's like R.A.
The Rugged Man.
And fucking, he came first. He was the first one to come, and I think he put it on his Instagram like, "Oh, I'm here, you know, Beats and Pizza, just showcasing my music," because he was a badass singer,
Yeah.
And he had a couple songs then. He was just working on some things, and he came by, he vibed out, he posted, he was there. Bobby saw that. That's what he told me, and he was like, "Fuck, I want to go to the next one," and he did. He came. He brought his fucking whole setup that he brings, and I was fucking blown away because I had never seen someone sample like that, where he could just like push buttons and that's his fucking sample.
What I love about Bobby is Bobby looks like my best friend that I grew up with, Tyler Vizard, and he can confirm this.
Yeah, so he just pretends that he's hanging out with his best friend still.
Right. And he's,
And he's like, hey, it's been so long. He's always like, it's been so long. How's your mom? And like all this stuff.
Yeah,
and Bobby's like, what are you talking about?
yeah, and I'm like, and it's dope because they're both so passionate about music,
Yeah.
But, yeah, Bobby's a great guy.
And that's how he came to social. He just he came to come vibe out, and he's been a fucking cornerstone of the social. Like anytime he's like, yeah, if I have time, let me get 10-15 minutes, I'll fucking rock out some beats, and everyone loves it. They're so funky. Like his beats are so funky.
Where are you doing them now?
beats are so
where are
good.
you gonna plan to do them when you can?
I mean, that's fucking.
Is that kind of how they are? They just kind of guerrilla, like wherever we can end up, and just do one?
At this point, just because whatever's happening, I'm not gonna be asking people to gather. I mean, I want to, dude. I want, trust me, but I feel like people are gonna fucking get pissed at us. Then it's gonna be a whole thing. So fuck that.
Yeah,
it is calming down a little bit. Like you can do stuff.
Yeah, But I'm gonna
maybe
ask,
you could do a small one with like 6 producers and 4 fans.
I thought about that too. Maybe like have a limited amount of people, but I don't want to keep anybody out at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
a weird time for sure.
But I want to ask the beach in Lompoc definitely, because Amber, dude, she's fucking cool. I think Amber White is her name, and she's the owner of the beach out in Lompoc, and she'll let us do whatever the fuck we want. I mean, respectively.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's free reign. Like she's like, set up whatever you need to, and we do. We set up a lot of shit that one time we went there.
Yeah.
And
or you should get a few of your homies that you're comfortable being with and podcast a sesh. Or you know what I mean?
I like
Vlogging.
that. I like that idea too. I've thought about that too, because I can plug
Doing like live streams.
I can plug in my audio into my phone and live stream from my IG. But I mean, that's kind of finicky,
Or doing like everyone with their own home setups, and having everyone record their own session and
Like a
kind of
Zoom-
piecing them
Yeah.
together.
A Zoom session.
See, that would be more smart, where like they can kind of work it out and then send it to me.
Send you a final product.
That's
and
kind of
then
what we
you edit
did,
it all.
but live on IG. Like it was just like, come in my IG, we'll split the screen, play your set, and we'll fucking, next person
that's
jump
pretty
in.
Dope. That's dope.
And it worked out pretty cool. It was cool. Like a lot of people performed dope sets, and we had like 10-15 artists, and it was like 2 hours long.
Nice.
And that's the last thing we did. But I mean, yeah, I don't know when
I didn't know
we're
you
gonna
could do
it.
that. Split the screens like that.
Yeah.
That's
You could like share a live stream.
Yeah, and you can talk to each other.
Matt's 40 years old, so he's still learning social media.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I'm not 40.
I taught him how to zoom in on Snapchat yesterday.
I just learned how to Zoom too.
Yesterday?
So it's cool.
It's been. I've had Snapchat for a year.
Dude, that was my phone. I'm sorry. My phone just went off. I didn't mute it.
Dude, I was using the self checkout
so
grocery
sorry.
thing the other guy, and the guy was like, did you just get out of prison? Like, you know how to use this thing? I was like, yeah, my bad, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
Oops.
But yeah, that's cool.
Drugs, man.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
wanna
keep
go
you
to the
guys
next one.
updated. Definitely. I've been kind of.
I was supposed to come to the one Mikey came to, and I think you were working that night, and you
Bobby
ended up.
Ben Fresh show.
Yeah, I was supposed to go with you, and you got off work, and I had already been. I think I was faded. When
Yeah, I got off work like just in time to make it there for Bobby, and because Levi and Carlos were like doing a set that night.
You know what makes me mad about that?
couple
That I just
songs, yeah.
remembered it was my idea to go to that. I was like, we should go to that.
Yeah,
we
it
should
was.
videotape.
He was like, "You should get off early, dude. You should go." And I was like, "I'm not gonna
go.
be able to get off early."
It was a dope show. It was
No,
cool.
he said it was, and then
See what-
I
They
don't
sold
doubt
out,
it.
I think too.
What I didn't like though was that at the beach. Is that where that was?
No, that was at Rancho Nipomo.
Is the beach a venue that you were talking about?
It's like a pizzeria slash. I mean, it's not officially a bar, but yeah, it's like a pizzeria slash bar slash venue.
And they have like a little area.
Yeah, in the back they have like a fire pit and like chairs, and it's all handmade too. It's pretty. That's dope. It's dope. Yeah.
But
That's sick.
I remember that Bobby went up and did his set, and he did like some beats for a while, and then Levi and Carlos did their song at the end. And
oh, that's right. I forgot they did that.
The lady that was doing the announcing for the show, she was all like, all right, well, like, because someone just went up and did a whole rap set, and they were all like, all right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to have some beats by Bobby No Style. Mm-hmm. And it was like, why did you just tell everyone to leave? Bobby's freaking this crazy shit. Like, he was up there doing shit live, like making the shit, and it's like, watch that. This is a set. This is just as important as everybody else's thing, you know?
I feel like people don't. I mean, we appreciate that shit. Yeah. Just because we know how much time it takes. I mean.
Yeah, but people don't appreciate it because the fucking announcer lady says, take a break. Go have a good time. Sorry, I'm not trying to throw shade at this lady. I don't know who she is. She's my sister-in-law. But no, she's cool as fuck. Z-Dog.
But you gotta understand too, dude, she probably doesn't know. So it's like she's trying to help out.
Yeah. That was the plan, apparently. Like, I asked her.
Do the break.
I asked her. I was like, you know, what happened there? And then she was like, oh, you know, Bobby Binfresh was like.
Well, I think it's because Mikey's coming from experience of doing live shows where the sound man is literally there to sabotage you.
And the sound man was
right.
He was being a dick,
and the announcers.
He wasn't helping at all.
Like if they can fuck your name up, they will.
And that was the plan. That Bobby was the break set. Where everyone got bathroom, drink, whatever. I don't know. Yeah. But that's what happened.
Also, Mikey's 40 years old, so that upset. He was all grumpy. Like,
but no, I was there too, and I saw that. I saw exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Your sister-in-law, she's probably a great person.
Yeah, she probably is.
She's dope. She's funny. She's super.
Yeah, she was cool. She was emceeing a hip-hop show. So yeah, she's obviously a cool person.
How cool.
She's been I mean, I don't like public speaking. I mean, fucking even the speaking,
Yeah, luckily there's nobody really here. They're just here later.
Yes,
right.
And
they will be later, yeah.
Yeah, they will be.
A lot of
yeah.
So she takes.
I don't know if you're thinking about it, but there's going to be a lot of people watching this later.
She's came in clutch where like, okay, you take over, say what we need to say. And, make the announcements, and I can just chill and just kind of like do the sound and fucking, you know what I mean?
That is cool. That is good to have someone to do that, like so that you don't have to have that extra pressure of doing it.
Her and my wife play like host, making sure everything's cool.
That's dope. So, how old are you?
25 now. 1994, I was born.
Dang.
Yeah.
See, because I was like
18, but it's okay.
Yeah, because you look young, but then I was like, wait, this guy's like married? This guy has a kid?
Yeah, bro. I got married when I was 20. And my wife was 19. And we've been married like 5 years already. Yeah. We just had our 5-year anniversary just not too long ago.
Dang, that's
dope.
Congratulations.
It's been fun. It's crazy. Like, oh my God, bro. I can't even imagine being single. Like, I can't even imagine right now. Like, I don't want to imagine it. Like,
yeah. Man, it's rough because I was in a relationship for like 15 years. Like, high school sweethearts, moved in together, did that whole thing. Mm-hmm. And then when we broke up, and
Juggalo and Juggalette, right?
Juggalo and Juggalette, whoop whoop. We were like, whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop.
Was the priest like, okay, now say,
that's the sound, yeah.
Say I, whoop whoop.
I whoop whoop. Yeah, that's what they said. But we didn't get married. We were just common law married pretty much. Mm-hmm. So then we broke up and I was thrust into this new world of online dating and like everybody meets online and talks to people forever before they meet. You don't really, if you go and approach someone and you're like, hey, you look very nice, they're like, get the fuck away from me.
Did you ever send out just like fucking unsolicited dick pics to anybody?
I do now.
Throughout your whole town?
I do now because I have a girlfriend, so I'm confident.
Have you ever sold have you ever sold counterfeit pills?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I did unsolicited likes. I would send out likes.
Unsolicited likes?
See, I have to admit, me and my wife, we met over Facebook.
Yeah.
I poked her. She poked me back immediately, like 2 minutes.
Damn, that works?
That works. It worked for me.
5 years ago.
No. Well, see, she gets pissed at me too because she opened up my Facebook and saw all my messages. But like, I would poke a shitload of people. Girls.
I'm not there poking them.
Girls, not people, but and then see if I can get some reaction back. And I sent the same message to everybody.
Yeah.
And she responded with you know.
So you're
got her.
Guadalupe's unsolicited light gught.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of girls
A long
would
time
know
ago.
you
This is
for
this is allegedly a long time ago.
So there's girls sitting around like a fire or like a latte.
He liked me all the
and
time.
then like,
they're scrolling.
look at Jesse like this.
not
poke
like
this.
poke.
Yeah,
poke.
he poked.
No likes. I didn't like shit. I didn't use Facebook.
So a girl one day, not too long ago, what was it, like a month ago? Some thought sent me and Mikey the same snap. And we were home together. Both of our snaps go off. Ding. And we're like, it was like, what are you doing? Or whatever. And we were like, we both put our phones out like this and took pictures of each other, taking pictures of each other, and we sent it back to her.
At the same time.
At
Just
the
like,
same time.
Fucking dope.
ding.
And we're like, wow, dude.
She probably felt stupid as fuck.
Yeah, and we have a close homie here, and he's always up in everyone's DMs doing crazy shit. We won't get into his name, but we get it. You
So
know?
a poke is fine. See,
A poke
It was
is
innocent back then.
and now that's today's version of like the old timey like a smile and a nod at a gal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You'd give her a little smile and a nod,
No.
which isn't creepy. It's not like, hey, let me see your boobs. That kind of thing. It's just a nice little subtle. Hey, be
Well,
a
see,
professional, dude.
How Mexicans would.
yours just
I don't
went
know.
off.
I'm Mexican, by the way, too. That's why I can speak on it. But we wouldn't do the head nod. We would do the chin up, like, what's up?
Oh yeah, okay.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Well, we're white, so we do the.
See
The
that?
little-
It's the worst. I
See,
wish
we
I
go
would-
down because
yeah.
we're from the opposite.
The
universe that
Mexican
they
one's
found.
way cooler.
We're from reverse universe, so it goes.
Actually,
You're
I
right.
do that. Oh yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. This will be the commercial. This will be the commercial. We got Asissy on the show, and it'll just be us nodding, and he'll just be looking at us like, "What is this?" Yeah. What are we talking about? Oh yeah. It's rough nowadays for sure. And then
What is?
it's
Single.
being single.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm single and I'm fine. I'm doing great.
I mean,
guys.
see, if you don't care about that stuff, then fine. If you can get, whatever, if you want to like get a prostitute, whatever, that's fine.
Oh no.
And not worry
Well,
about.
I'm not that.
having a committed relationship. That's fine.
Well, let me say that. Like, I'm not that single.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? But I don't got thoughts coming through off a fucking Craigslist.
Yeah.
I mean, I will. Find me one, dude.
If you have to.
I mean, yeah, depends on what I'm doing that day. If I'm drinking
true.
and doing drugs or something, then yeah, I'm probably gonna be like, what's in here tonight, dude? It's quarantine shit.
Yeah, I
Can you
met.
imagine a girl coming through on quarantine? She's a rough individual.
Hazmat.
She's like spitting in my mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one of those.
I'm like,
for
dude,
sure.
there's a fucking virus out, you crazy broad. Get out of my house. I would too.
So, how long you been rapping?
Okay, good segue. I like that. Probably like 6 years now.
Did you start doing like production or start rapping?
Yes. No. It was. I was supposed to be a producer. No rapping. Just making dope beats for Juan. I mean, well, for all the homies, but yeah, Christian Rodriguez, aka Pizza Boy, one of my homies. He told me in high school, right at the end of like graduation, he was like, we have this dream of getting all the homies together and just making dope music, well, hip hop. And I was like, I love it. I'm gonna make beats for you guys.
Yeah.
And my mom got me a laptop for fucking Hancock, right out the gate, because I went to summer classes and I fucked up. That's a different thing. And then I started making beats on the computer. FL Studio. Started learning it slowly, going through every button, see what it fucking did. And bro, you should. If you would hear my beats I originally made when I was starting, you wouldn't like me as a person.
I mean, I think I could hear him. I think I could hear him because they probably sound similar to my beats that I made in Fruity Loops because it came with the stock sounds.
Yeah.
And then if you would get some extra stuff, it was stuff that you stole.
Oh, yeah.
And there was only so many things out there, so it was
20 all
still
day.
pretty much stock sound still. And also, Fruity Loops was made for techno, so it's really hard to not get like a techno vibe out of Fruity Loops for some reason.
Yeah, I almost can imagine your beats though. If you're like a emo kid listening to some Modest Mouse, I can imagine because I have like 100 friends like you.
Well, see,
that
I
did make beats. And
I
can hear
didn't
'em.
sample
Can hear 'em.
when I first started. It was I had a piano and a guy I had it in my bag, and then fucking that was it. I used VSTs, and then I would fucking map out my drum pattern on the fucking the piano roll. That's it, and I would sound terrible, but slowly over time, I got better, learned my, little techniques, and then and samples saved my life because that's all I do now. It's sample-based hip-hop.
Yeah, it's good to have a sample and then build off of that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
I've made one beat. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not a bad beat, huh?
I want to hear it.
I mean, it's not great.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But here's the thing. I probably would be good at making beats if Mikey would teach me. Like all the buttons.
You should. I like it.
I definitely have rhythm. I used to play drums when I was younger, so it's like I like shit.
Yeah,
I like that.
You should do it.
Teach me.
See, because
me how to use the computer.
I did the same. I'll teach you how to Dougie. I did the same thing. Remember that?
You already have.
Do you remember that
You've taught
meme?
me so many times. I'm so tired of learning.
You guys remember that?
I know
right?
it.
Do you guys? Remember that?
I've never done it, but
It's not.
I've seen it.
The guy's dead.
all right.
The guy
How you do
died.
the
They
thing?
shot him for doing the Dougie, Mikey. Oh, remember when he died?
Yeah, I do remember.
He's
that.
dead. He died.
No, he died. Did he die?
Yeah, the guy that started the Dougie, he's dead.
Yeah, he did the Dougie and they didn't like it.
They didn't like it. Someone came up.
Someone's like, I don't like this one.
I don't like.
I don't like this one.
So talk about Dougies.
So,
we don't talk about
God
it.
damn it! What were we talking about? I was just gonna ask you something. Now I'm all high. I forgot hip hop. We were talking about the thing and then beats.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I started similar with Fruity Loops and making beats that sounded horrible, so bad.
Yeah.
The worst beats. None of them were good. And then I made maybe 4 or 5 that were okay. And then I saved those, and then I stepped away from it for a few years. And then when we opened this place up, I started with with a machine and like that setup.
Nice. Hell yeah.
It was a lot easier for me. And then I just put in a bunch of time. And now I'm making beats that I kind of like.
Yeah.
That are good.
Yeah, they're good beats, and you're making them fast. I mean, I've been here pretty much through your whole process. I mean, not whatever. I've been here hanging out with you, watching you get better, faster, and it's dope. It's been dope. He's been making some sick beats. Some of the songs we did, he made the beats for, and they're dope.
So it's been good.
Good.
No, I mean, I saw your live performance you did too. That was fucking dope. And
Thanks.
sound quality on point.
Yeah, thanks,
It was
man.
dope.
Who's Obi-Wan?
That's my friend Juan Ledesma. My friend from childhood, bro. I mean, at first we weren't really cool because I was trying to be a cool kid, hang out with the cool kids, and they were skaters. Him, Anthony Rufino, and Christian Rodriguez, Pizza Boy. They were cool. They were all tight. And then in high school, I didn't really have any friends, and I couldn't even really talk to people. Like I couldn't hold a conversation with people. I couldn't look people in the eyes.
Yeah.
Still to this day, it's hard.
Shit.
Yeah, but Joe Rufino, he was like, hey, like me and my homies, we just all get together and just smoke. Like, do you want to come smoke? And I was like, yeah, and then I slowly started kicking with them, and once they let me in on the dream, and Juan started hearing some beats, he was like, I'm gonna start rapping, and I was like, dope. And he got so fucking good so quick. I was like, I have to start rapping too. And that's what really pushed us. I mean, we're our own competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good to have someone like that for sure.
And he's just he lives in Santa Maria now, and he's just a homie. I mean, he's a badass artist, dude. He has so many fucking tracks like that he needs to record. And like, I mean, I'm trying to get him a Spotify too, just so he can put his shit out there and people can hear it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, all of our old stuff is on SoundCloud. My old SoundCloud, you can bring it up, and some of it's fire, but some of it I didn't know what I was doing, so it's like mixed badly. You know what I mean? It's not sounding the way it should. And so I even told him I want to redo all that old shit because it's so good that he should have released a mixtape. But at the time, we were just like not thinking about promoting it, or we were just letting shit out. And song after song, track after track,
Yeah.
And some of it's really fucking good, dude. Like,
yeah, I was dipping through your SoundCloud yesterday and listening to some of your stuff.
oh yeah,
And I saw that you had that song with Afro.
yes, sir. That just happened not too long ago.
And then I was like, oh dang. And then I saw that it was like a mixtape beat, like the Above the Clouds beat.
Yeah.
And then I was like, sometimes I didn't really know you yet. So sometimes people will take a beat,
Turns out.
take a verse from someone, like, because there's acapellas out there, and just slap it on there.
Oh, yeah,
and be
yeah.
like, oh hey, I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
a
I've seen
feature
that.
with this guy.
I've seen that.
So I was like, is that what this is? Like, how did he get his song with Afro? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I hate when people
He's all, I would never.
I would never.
See, I know that now.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't fucking think of that.
Yeah. See all the features
Tomorrow.
you could have had.
That's so disgusting though. Like, you're not a fucking.
Tomorrow's gonna be
You're
like
not an artist if you're doing
Asissy and Eminem, and we're like, what? Asissy and
Eminem.
I'm gonna do that.
yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
yeah, Method
Okay.
Man.
But yeah, we
So-
just got a track with them.
Yeah. So how did that come about?
Okay, bro. So I was following.
He's like,
Yeah,
deep breath. He's
I
like,
was following Afro just when he created his new Instagram because his Instagram got hacked or something like that. He lost his Instagram, 100 million followers. I don't know, whatever. And he had like 3,000 followers maybe. And he posted on his story, like, "Hey, I have this script. Does anyone want to read it?" And I hit him up immediately. I was like, "Yes, sir. Send that shit to me." He fucking sent it to me right away. I read it the next night, and it was pretty touching. It made me cry actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 80-page script of I mean, I don't want to give it away too much, but yeah, it's a guy and his homie. They kind of take out the trash of the world, and they get into some shit, and it's a good ending. And I sent him feedback about it. That's really how it started. That's how mine and his conversation started.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I love it, bro. Like, what are your plans for this? Like, I want to see this in production ASAP." And I was just kind of kidding too when I said when I was like, "And if this does go ever into production, like, I want a fucking extra spot." And he's like, "Oh, I got you, no problem." And so that was like, that's where I left it. And I was giddy as fuck, shit, my bad. I was giddy as fuck, like, Afro was actually fucking talking to me.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And I can potentially get in one of his fucking movies or plays or whatever it would be,
Yeah.
So that's where it was. And then, 2-3 weeks went by, and I was like, fuck, I should hit him up again. And just tell him, like, if I can never get on a track with you too, like, I want to do that, And he replied 30 minutes later, like, yeah, let's do it. Like, send me the track you want. I'll send you my verse. Got giddy as fuck again, right? And he was doing features for 200 at the time. I don't know what they're now. Probably a lot more now, but
Yeah.
I fucking jumped on that shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
I fucking was like, 200? What the fuck? Yeah, give me your verse. And I didn't know what song to send him. I didn't know it. I didn't have Above the Clouds planned out in my head. Juan already had a verse to that, and I called him, and he was like, or I told him, I was like, "Hey, Afro, hit me up. What song should we send him?" And he was like, "Above the Clouds." So I told him, and he kind of like, I don't know if he questioned it. He was like, "Above the Clouds?" ? And I was like, "Yeah." Cause I don't know if it's because DJ, he kind of knows DJ Premier, and so I don't know if that's a problem or we just did it anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I sent it to him. 2 hours later, verse was right back, and it was fire, bro. I mean, you've heard it. I mean, it's fucking fire.
Yeah, we were listening to it today. This shit's dope.
I mean, same thing though. Like, I didn't mix it properly. I feel like I should have gave it to somebody to touch up all of our verses and make it sound proper. But I mean, it's dope regardless. And then it's just it was just for fun. You know what I mean? I didn't think it would ever happen.
Well, I mean, do you still have all the stems for it?
Yeah.
You should. Yeah, send them to me. Yeah. Send me the stems for that. Let me do a remastering on it. Because that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
It was a good song.
I'm down.
Yeah. But
I got it a couple times. Like, it was the final version, and I was like, fuck, like, it's not bumping the way I want it. And then I did another fucking final version, and same thing, verses, like, vocals were off.
Yeah.
But I'll send it to you.
Yeah. It's definitely, I mean, it's just, I could just give a different version of it.
Yeah.
It might not be the right one, but
Yeah.
it's all a process,
Yeah, definitely.
That's what, I mean.
I think it would come out dope if you did it too.
Yeah, I've been trying to explain to all these guys that come in here. There's a couple dudes that are like, yeah, the song sounds like, I guess, okay. And I'm like, well, no, that's why it's called Mix 1. Like, because that's like assuming there's going to be a Mix 2 and a 3 and a 4. Like, it's a work in progress,
Well, and we too, every song that, at least we do, we check it in my car, his car, on our phone, in the speaker, or the house speaker.
And you have to think, most people are listening, on their TVs, or their like home sound systems, or like a little like JBL speaker.
See, at the time, I didn't have. It was like 6 months ago. I think we put that out or something. But at the time, I didn't have my KRK, so I didn't have like a good mixing speaker. It was just my headphones, small headphones, and the car.
Yeah.
And I couldn't couldn't get into the way I wanted, but you know, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's the Afro story, bro. I mean,
It's tough.
I'm hoped, and then like I said, fucking he was supposed to do a show. I mean, it was probably I think it passed already, but he was gonna headline. You know, he had another artist coming with them, openers, and they wanted producers to have a beat set. I hit up Bobby about it too. I told him to get on it, and Justin. I don't remember his name. I have it in my notes though.
Yeah.
Justin Mike Justice Barron, and he runs Definite Growth Entertainment, and they're out from Bakersfield.
Okay.
And the show is gonna be in Bakersfield, and I was pumped, bro. Like I secured a spot, 10 minutes. It's all beats, you know. After I was gonna come, hopefully I was gonna meet him, just like give him props, you know, on the beat, you know, on the verse, but it didn't happen, and I'm pissed.
Damn.
I mean, I'm hoping it still happens, but we'll see.
It will. It'll everything's just kind of being rescheduled and pushed back.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
We also were saying too, you could probably get mad features right now for cheap with quarantine and all that shit.
Yeah, because people can't perform.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people are and they're just home or they're in their studio chilling all day.
Yeah, we can't talk about this. We're gonna get pulled off of YouTube if we talk about
You're
it.
right.
We're not allowed.
YouTube cuts.
Recorded. All right. Well, I think that you're out here doing God's work, man. For real.
It's fun, bro.
It's cool that you are providing this community for all these artists, and that it's like such a positive force in the local hip hop community. So I wanted to have you on to showcase that.
Yeah.
And, you know, make sure that we're a part of that positivity, you know what I mean? And like spreading the word. Because if we could all grow together.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's kind of the point too. Like everyone has their own fan bases.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all like different shit. You know what I mean? Like we can all share fans.
You know what you remind me of? I got it, dude. I just now got it. You're a real Connect the Coast. Have you ever heard of Connect the Coast?
Oh my god! Don't come. We're gonna have to cut this. But
you're a real. You're like an actual what Connect the Coast claims that they're doing.
We've joked about this, yes, bro.
All right, bye everybody.
Natural Habitat Recordings.